Are you frustrated with bad knees? The secret to fixing them does not lie in focusing on the knee itself, but instead as a side effect of improving your overall balance, coordination, and strength. The movement epitome of these factors is the full single leg squat, but for most, pistol squats are going to be way too difficult. And if you have bad knees like a lot of my patients, even a small single leg squat can be a challenge. So instead, today I'm going to show you 3 squat alternatives that give you the benefits of single leg squatting, but with variations that anyone can perform no matter your starting place.
All right, guys, our first way to develop stronger and healthier knees is with a single leg squat. We're gonna accomplish that with a kickstand squat. This is an easier version than a pistol squat, but it's still going to allow us to expose and clear up any side-to-side mobility and stability differences. What you're going to do is take one leg, kick it back a little bit. You're just on your toes. Now you're gonna have 90% of your body weight through your front leg. You're going to start off by performing a small hinge. From right here, you're gonna go straight down through your front leg. At the start, we're just going to go to a box or bench, so you have a predetermined depth to go to. But primarily, we're squatting on one leg. So if you feel a side-to-side difference, maybe your right leg is easier than the other, you know that this is going to allow you to clear up that side-to-side difference, make it smaller so that you have the potential for stronger and healthier knees. Now, at the start, we're gonna go to the box, but eventually, as you get better with this, we can take that box away and we can go to a greater depth. Again, making sure that we're maintaining about 90% of our body weight through that front leg. The back leg is only there as a kickstand for balance. But this is going to be an easier way to work single leg without the high demands for stability and mobility that a full pistol squat requires. This is going to be an excellent thing that almost every single person out there can perform. This is exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 for stronger and healthier knees is going to be a CAC Squat. Start with a wide stance, and at first, let's make it easier on ourselves. We're just going to go to a box. We're gonna have that load held up high or down low, whichever one you feel comfortable with, and you're gonna start by opening up your forward hip and squatting to the box. Now see how he turned his foot up right here? That's going to help you, especially if you have a very, very stiff or tight adductors on this inside. It's going to allow you to open that hip up and go through that range of motion even easier. But this is a great exercise that's going to help open up your hips and expose you to this side-to-side range of motion that often we're not moving through with most of our traditional exercises. So for a lot of people, this is stiff and tight and bogged down. And if you're really stiff in this lateral range of motion and opening those hips, it's going to have a harmful effect on those knees. So being able to open yourself up with the CAC Squat can bulletproof that range of motion to allow your knees to be stronger and healthier with everything else that you're doing. All right, guys, the last of our 3 exercises to develop stronger and healthier knees is going to be a curtsy squat or curtsy split squat. Now, if you do a traditional split squat, let's go one leg straight back. This is going to be primarily working in this straight up and down range of motion, which isn't a bad exercise at all. The way that we're gonna really work to enhance our hip control that's gonna help us develop stronger and healthier knees is we're gonna turn this into a little bit of a rotational exercise. So we're gonna split behind ourselves and then go through the squat motion. And this is going to really hit your lateral hip in a way unlike any other exercise. As you split behind yourself and then go through that squat motion, I want you to make sure that your foot is staying nice and stable, your knee is staying in line with your foot, so you're not letting your foot collapse in. And this is going to be driving your hip into more internal range of motion. A lot of people that develop knee issues have limited, or especially side-to-side, big asymmetries in hip internal rotation range of motion. So this is going to allow you to expose and strengthen your mobility, stabilize through that mobility range of motion so that you can have more control of an area that many people have restricted. So this curtsy squat is an excellent way to expose yourself to that rotational motion that rarely is hit in traditional strength training regimens. So this is the curtsy squat, something that you need to be having in your training for stronger and healthier knees. Now, if you came to watch this video and you're dealing with knee pain, I want you to make sure that you check out this video first because you may be dealing with a restriction at the hip and or ankle that you need to clear up before you start loading heavier exercises. So check out this video and I hope it can help.